fuck. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Couple Pines Pod.
No, we're back. I didn't even know we were going.
Back again, and it's about time too. I've said that so many times. It's my favorite rap line that John Dimitri ever wrote. Shouts out that episode he was on. I don't know.
Miss you, John.
Miss you, buddy. This week, obviously, it's just us. I'm testing out the new guest mic. So
Oh, it looks so good.
I know we have a long list. If you're on it, we're working on it. It's just hectic. I'm moving. The studio's moving. I work crazy hours. He works crazy hours. We'll get you on. We promise.
Promise you.
But yeah, so now you have your own mic. We're testing it out today just to make sure it works. And this week, I don't know if we're gonna make a conspiracy out of it, but it's not necessarily a conspiracy. It's kind of like a current event, which we haven't done in a long time, but we're gonna make it interesting, I think.
Definitely, because you're gonna be taking the league. The lead. Why did I say league?
I'm taking the league, bro.
Bro, are you the
Dude,
MVP?
I'm running this fantasy.
Win the
league.
Super Bowl? Yup. Fantasy winner? Check.
Did Tom Brady kiss me on the lips? Maybe.
Yup.
I'm not sure. It was all a blur. Anyway, this week,
Dude's got soft lips.
we had trouble. Well, not we. Kollin had trouble finding a relevant conspiracy because it's all just like,
It's a lot of jargon
right
now.
Stupid world news and bullshit like that.
Stuff we swore to never talk about. Ever.
So we're going to be talking about the new host of, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the greatest television show of all time.
Yep.
Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy
with your host,
Alex Trebek.
Oh, rest his soul.
I miss you.
That's why we just want to talk about it. I don't know what this segment is. It's
a solid understanding of anger, but at the same time, a little resentment that's going to come out as an explanation.
But also, hopefully, some light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway.
Things coming from our mouth to your ears. There we go.
If you haven't heard yet, since Alex Trebek passed away in, I think it was December of last year, once again, God rest his soul, GOAT. Jeopardy was they took a hiatus, obviously, like a moment of silence, even though it was like a month. And then they restarted the show with guest hosts. So like Aaron Rodgers was a guest host. The girl with the complicated name from Big Bang Theory.
Kelly Cuoco.
No, the other one.
Oh, I can't pronounce that.
I think her name's like Mila. I have no.
Mila Kunis.
That would have been cool. Ken Jennings, who's like one of the Jeopardy goats.
Peak top.
They just had they had a bunch of guest hosts. Fucking the guy from Mandalorian, Carl something.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's riling behind this guy. Fuck. What is his name, dude? You
were either rallying behind Ken
was rallying
or you're rallying behind this guy. I was kind of rooting for Aaron.
I wanted Ken.
Aaron Rodgers.
The Big Bang Theory girl's name is Mayim
Bialik. You know who she is. That Sheldon's girlfriend. Yeah. God, why is that show still going?
I don't know. Oh, Carl Weathers. Everyone wanted Carl Weathers to be the host because he hosted some other game show in like the 80s or some shit.
And not to mention,
but he wasn't good. So here's the thing.
He's not good, but he's a stud.
He wasn't a good host. He's a great actor. He directed a couple episodes of The Mandalorian. Great fucking director. But the issue was, and I agree, I was watching KFC's Barstool 1 Minute Man, and his whole thing was like, the host of Jeopardy has to have the attributes of Alex Trebek in some way. So like the issue with Carl whatever his name is, Carl was he kind of was like trying to steal the show as opposed to Alex Trebek, who made the show about the people on the show. So like if someone got something wrong, like Carl would make a big scene out of it, or like like shit like that. And Alex Trebek
It's
was
not
very
Family
humble.
Feud, man.
I wish I had my Jeopardy t-shirt on, but like classic. Ooh, that'll cost you.
This is
Not
a
like you
classic.
got it wrong, you stupid fuck. So
this is class. This is Jeopardy.
They did a bunch of guest hosts. I personally wanted Ken Jennings. I thought he was great.
I thought he nailed it.
I thought he was going to get it because also he hosts The Chase, which is another quiz game show.
Yeah.
Great show. Or he's one of the hosts with the two other Jeopardy
and his
hosts.
dry humor.
It's the best.
Rolled
it's
right into what
Alex Trebek level.
Yeah.
But then their last guest host was their executive producer who started right around the time Alex died. He started last year in like September or like right at the end of 2020. He came in. What's his name? Mike something.
Snake.
I want to get it right.
It's a snake in the grass. Oi.
Mike Richards. So he's the executive producer of the show.
I see a fucking snake.
They
looks like Mike Richards.
They named him as the new permanent host. And so there's like this conspiracy on Reddit and like it's all over the internet, but it started on the Jeopardy subreddit that this guy, since he essentially funds the show, because that's what a producer does, and makes all of the executive decisions, was basically like playing the long game to take the host spot, even though when he joined, Alex Trebek was still alive. So I don't think that conspiracy is necessarily true, but just the fact that it's like nepotism at its finest, like, hey, I'm the one who makes the decisions, I'm going to host. And he's a decent host. He's not terrible. I only saw a couple episodes with him because usually I'm at work when Jeopardy's on, but like, he's just like boring. Like he's not like Carl where he's trying to steal the show. He's not making it about him, but he's not like Alex where it's like fun and lighthearted and stuff. He's just like very black and white. Like you got it right, you got it wrong. That's that. I think his only attribute going for him is he has a fairly nice smile, in my opinion, once again. But the conspiracy is he knew Alex was on his way out because that was like that.
That's where I was gonna
like June of 2020.
I was gonna lead right back,
maybe earlier. So then he hopped on the show and was like, "I'm gonna steal this shit." It's not that easy, but
being the producer and waiting in the wings,
fairly fucking whack that he took over the show. Because even KFC made the point of like, Aaron Rodgers was a great host.
Fantastic.
He was fucking hysterical.
Amazing.
And he's smart as hell. He won Celebrity Jeopardy. Like,
he's not a fucking dunce.
Probably as TCE, which is CTE, which is also fucking wild.
I know. If I heard that he was no longer, if he retired from the NFL, then I would have known. All right, he's Jeopardy's new host.
I thought it was going to be him or Ken Jennings, 100%.
The way things were going with him and the Packers, I was fingers crossed, ready for him to say, screw the NFL. I'm your host of Jeopardy.
Yeah. It's odd. And there's some story behind it that no one's telling, probably because he's the one who would decide to tell it, which makes it a little weirder.
I firmly believe.
Now you use your weird head to take this to the furthest reaches of outer space.
What's this guy's name again? Mike Richards.
Keep Xing out of it. I don't know.
What is it, Mike? Or Michael?
I think it's Mike Richards. That sounds right.
Oh, by the way, Michael, dude, thank you, buddy. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting on our last video.
Oh, your cousin Michael.
My cousin Michael. Yeah, we're not talking about the executive producer of Jeopardy. We're talking about you, Michael.
Yeah. Also, sorry I shit on you 2 episodes ago.
It's all out of love, though. Yeah. Thank you for coming back around. We love you, buddy.
Mike Richards. But
Mike Richards.
The biggest thing for me is, before you go off on a tangent, they're giving Mayim Bialik, the Big Bang Theory girl, right? Yeah, Big Bang Theory girl, a spin-off series.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, hey, keep Jeopardy, dude. And KFC made the best point. If you're going to give it to the executive producer and then give some random fucking special host a spin-off series of the greatest show of all time, Fuck it. Give it to Pat Chase Sajak, who's been riding the coattails of Vanna White for the last fucking 50 years. Just give him the whole hour. He's on from 7 to fucking 8. Wheel of Fortune, piece of shit, shittiest show of all time. But it's just like it's almost an embarrassment to Jeopardy, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Listen, you sly waiting in the wings, snake in the grass. We know you did it. You did it so you could tarnish the good name of the show Jeopardy. There is no spinoff. There should be no spinoff. There's one show, and that is Jeopardy. Now, I know some people out there might say, oh, well, the girl's going to do a great job. And yeah, she might do a great job, but it's not Jeopardy anymore.
Also, don't spin a fucking. It's like when we were talking about Godzilla, it's like just stop remaking or spinning off shit. Like Jeopardy's Jeopardy. Keep it at that.
You're kicking a dead horse.
The whole industry is flooded with too many game shows. Like, don't make another one, dude. It's just it's like an embarrassment to die. And I do consider myself a diehard Jeopardy fan. I don't have the opportunity to watch it as much as I'd like, but like we've watched it together. I watched that. I said to my mom, I watched that shit like the Super Bowl. Like I'm religious, screaming and fucking like hitting shit, and like I fucking love Jeopardy. And I'm not saying I'm one of those fans. It's like, oh, like this is so fucked. Like this is bullshit. It's a conflict of interest. Like, no, he's not the worst decision, but at the same time, you had at least 2 other good decisions. Like, hey, maybe instead of giving Mayim a spinoff, make her the host. She's smart as fuck. She's literally a neuroscientist. She's hysterical. She stars on a comedy sitcom.
Give her the show.
All the boxes. CNN,
she doesn't need a spinoff. Just give her the show.
CNN ends this article with saying, of course they make it PC, but like, is it raining?
Yeah, it just started raining.
Fuck, dude. I'm going to work after this. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Those are all mine.
Of course, CNN and yeah, where'd my yerba go? Fuck.
Those are all mine. See, another empty to the stack. I'm the only one doing it.
CNN ends their article with the choice of yet another white man who also happens to be an insider of elite TV media. Because also this dude, Mike Richards, has been the executive producer on like 6 other game shows. He was the executive producer of The Price is Right and led The Price is Right to get like a multi-million-dollar lawsuit because he did some form of harassment to
waiting
someone.
In the wing, little snake.
So I agree with CNN
snake
that you had in terms of diversity. This is going to be somewhat of a controversial statement. In terms of diversity, I agree. You had at least 2 other hosts, because even if Carl Weathers was the host, he wasn't terrible.
Nope.
But you could tell that he wanted to be the one on camera, which Alex Trebek never did. And that's what made Jeopardy so good.
Because Alex Trebek wasn't a movie star.
So you had
this guy was a movie star.
Yeah, exactly. He's done fucking everything. And then you have Mayim, who, like I said, is literally a neuroscientist.
Smart as fuck.
Obviously has the brains to host Jeopardy more than this fucking guy who funds daytime TV. But like, I don't agree with CNN saying yet another white man, the boys aren't ready to give up the keys. Like, in my opinion, you're tarnishing Alex Trebek a little bit, because you
slow your roll, CNN.
You know, if Alex Trebek was still alive and it came to like, hey man, we as the network or as the show think maybe you're getting a little old, you should step down. We're gonna give it to Mayim. She checks all the boxes. It's gonna be great. You know, Alex Trebek would be like, good. Yes. She has my blessing. Yes. I love her. She's funny. She's smart. She's perfect. But instead, this dickhead takes it over to make double the money. You know how much fucking money a producer makes on top of a host? You know how much fucking money a host makes?
That's why he's a snake in the grass.
And that's why the internet's losing their fucking mind.
This time,
leave my car with it. No, I didn't.
This time, the internet, guarantee you are correct. Guarantee.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to say, though.
This guy is no good.
It's not black and white. Because is he a good host of the show? Yes.
What if?
But is it a nepotism hire with inside interests?
Yes.
Also, yes. So, like, he's doing good for the show in a sense, but also, like, there are an infinite pool of people you could have given that guest host slot to.
What if?
Because, like, even Ken Jennings, people were upset.
Oh, my God.
People were upset that he was a guest host because he's one of the, like, clue people on Jeopardy.
Okay.
So, like, he helps make the questions.
Yeah.
And people were like, that's inside. Like, he knows the questions he can't host because Alex Trebek sometimes wouldn't know, you know, even though he has all the answers in front of him.
Shouldn't the host fucking know the answer?
Well, but the whole thing with Alex Trebek was he was humble. Like, you've seen the clip of him on the telemarketing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Alex Trebek was just a fucking clown who ended up on the most successful game show of all time. So, like, that's why people loved him. And, like, when a guest would get something right, he'd be like, oh, wow, you're really fucking smart. But, like, with Ken, they were like, well, he makes the questions. Fuck this guy. But now it's like, dude, your new host literally makes all the decisions. Fuck the questions.
Everything.
The entire show revolves around Mike Richards. Also, I don't know why Jeopardy even hired this guy if he has such, like, a weird fucking history of just being a dickbag on game shows.
See, here's my brain just went this way.
To make sure this is on. I got worried.
What if?
That's Mike. Dude, this mic's heavy. This mic's way heavier than ours.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like,
what if the new show, the spinoff, is being created because they know?
Also, sorry, I keep pausing to Google shit. We literally said, he was like, you see the Jeopardy thing? And I was like, yeah. And we didn't have a topic, so here we are. So I'm going to be the Jamie of this episode as well.
What if the spinoff is being made because the brand new producer is literally trying to tank the old show to lead the brand in a new direction?
I hope they don't.
Because obviously the old show is so rooted in history that the only way to get rid of it would to be tarnish its name.
What the fuck?
You can't just cancel that show because people would be like, hey, slow your fucking roll, pal.
It's not even a spinoff. Why are they calling this a spinoff? It's just Maim is hosting the college tournament, the college championship tournament, which literally goes on once a year, every year for the last 30 fucking years. That's not a spinoff. But then also the Hollywood Reporter, which is not a fucking good source, says Maim and Mike are going to split hosting duties, but everywhere else on the internet says Mike is a new host. So I don't know.
I'll give it to the guy. He's pretty good looking.
Yeah, he's handsome.
Kid's got a jawline. Very good facial structure.
This made me more mad than fucking Mike being the host. We'll be hosting the Jeopardy National College Championship, which has been a thing literally, I mean, maybe not the last 30 years, but at least the last since I've fucking been alive, which is 25 as of last week.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't understand.
Maybe it's a spinoff because, like, in the past, it's just taken over a month of Jeopardy. So it'll be 4 weeks. It's a tournament. So it'll be 4 weeks. At the end of the month, one person wins a jackpot plus what they won on the show. But, like, this is saying that now it's going to be its own show. So Jeopardy will come on. I'm making this up. It didn't say the time slots, but it's going to be its own slotted thing. So I guess that's why they're calling it a spinoff, but, like, it's what they've been doing. My grandma wanted me to do the college tournament.
Wouldn't the actual name of that just be
nasty at Jeopardy?
Either a bonus episode or
no, it's what they've been doing, dude.
So
every single year, Jeopardy is.
How
Jeopardy.
Can you label
then
that
towards the end of the
spin-off?
year? Then towards the end of the year, they have Jeopardy Tournament of Teachers. They have Jeopardy College Tournament, and then they have Jeopardy like the All Stars, and they bring back the best people from the year for a second chance. And that's how Ken Jennings got so famous.
What website called it a spinoff again?
The Hollywood Reporter.
Hey.
It's only saying it's a spinoff because it gets its own slot instead of just taking over Jeopardy for, like, the month of October, let's say. This shit is
not a spinoff.
This shit is so weird, dude. Like,
Nope.
it sucks because Jeopardy was so simple for literally 30 years, and now it's just a cash grab, and it's so sad.
Jeopardy is slowly becoming a cash cow that will bleed dry.
I hope it doesn't. Like I said, it's literally, I mean, but like I have sentimental reasons as to why I love Jeopardy so much.
Yep. I hope this snake in the grass doesn't screw everything up. Mike Richards.
Yeah.
Mike Richards. Ugh. Just got a decent fucking jawline. You think you can ruin Jeopardy?
It's just odd.
Mike.
Because also, yeah, like I said, and I'll reiterate, like they did like 3 months of testing out guest hosts. This dude was the host for like a week, and then I guess made the executive decision to just be the permanent host.
Uncalled for.
It's so weird.
Churlish.
Yeah.
And irresponsible.
Right.
Insubordinate. Churlish.
Okay, so fucking is this just called Today? This is like the Good Morning America logo. A couple other websites are saying that Mike Richards and Maim are gonna split. Oh, NPR is saying that. Okay, so I guess maybe it's verified.
I'll give it to him. He's a handsome fuck.
Oh, permanent co-hosts of Jeopardy. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought, I guess. He's really not that handsome. He's just a basic white dude. That's good though. I mean, co-host makes it a little better. I guess I'm not as mad. And then it says that Maim gets the spin-offs, which I guess they're making the tournaments their own show for some reason.
She's gonna crush it.
Oh, she did crush it, dude.
She's gonna take the spin-off and blow it up.
Were I mean, aside from Ken Jennings, she was like my second favorite.
People are gonna call for her to be the permanent host.
Ken Jennings fan, like Ken Jennings is so great.
If you nail this spin-off, I'm saying it now, you should be the permanent host. You got, as he's been saying the whole episode, you check off all the boxes. You crushed it.
A chairman of Sony Pictures said, "We took this decision incredibly seriously. A tremendous amount of work and deliberation has gone into it, perhaps more than has ever gone into the selection of hosts for a show. Deservedly so, because it's Jeopardy, and we are following the incomparable Alex Trebek."
Woo!
A senior group of Sony Pictures television executives poured over footage from every episode, reviewed research from multiple panels and focus groups, and got valuable input from our key partners and Jeopardy viewers. But like, obviously you didn't if you put Mike fucking Richards in the seat. I think if it was just Maim, whatever the fuck her name is, I don't know how to say this woman's last name.
Maim. We'll just call her Maim.
I think it'd be a different outcome and everyone would be very happy. And also, why are you co-hosting, dude? Just choose one.
You only need one.
Obviously, you know Mike's the wrong decision if you have to choose 2 hosts.
Just give it to her.
I don't know.
Let her take it over.
It's so odd.
Let her be the host.
I mean, ultimately, I'm sure everyone agrees. We wish Alex Trebek was still here. But,
dude,
you know,
top notch.
He left a little early. It's really sad. I cried when Alex Trebek died. I'll fucking say it. Fight me, dude. Not you.
Yeah.
Not you, Mike. Everyone else.
Yeah, Mike, you better have cried if Alex Trebek died. If you didn't, I'll fight you. That man's a legend.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't the most exciting episode, but it's what's taking over the internet. I'm deeply invested in this show. So, like,
when's the last time we actually did
like news?
a news true feeling podcast?
I don't know. I don't know if we ever have.
Can't remember.
We would do current events, but that was just like 10 minutes at the end.
And
most of the time we would just yell at each other anyway.
We're not lying. This was true feels, how we actually felt about the situation.
Off the bat, just like, Off the
right
cuff,
off. We're talking dome to dome, just bouncing thoughts off each other as we're talking. That's what we just gave you.
You're welcome.
Hot, right out of the oven.
I mean, I said we probably wouldn't make it the full time. Do you have anything more to say? Should we just? I'm gonna leave it at. I hope Jeopardy continues to be Jeopardy, and I really hope this dude doesn't like keep fucking it up. I'm not mad he's the host, especially now that I know he's just a co-host, which is still so fucking dumb. But I hope it just maintains that level of scholarly comedy that Alex Trebek brought to it. That's what I'll leave it on.
I have one thing.
Also, Alex Trebek, God rest your soul.
One thing. God rest your soul, you
God,
beautiful human.
I hope,
Creator,
I hope
rest his
I
soul.
hope you're doing well.
Creator of the universe, the one person who saw it, rest his soul. I just have one thing to add. Where the fuck did it go?
Oh, God.
I've been looking at this every single night and doing it every single night. Where did it go? If I can't find it, I remember the hand gesture anyway. Oh. So I've been doing some meditation every night.
Yeah.
And I found this picture that pretty much gave sort of meditation hand signs that you can do.
Did you screenshot it?
Yeah. Did I delete it?
Fuck recents, dude. Go to your fucking.
But there's one that I love to pieces.
That's just all the screenshots you've taken.
There, good call, yeah, dude. Okay. It's called Dimension. Now, hopefully you can hear me. You're definitely going to be able to see me. Every night I've been doing just taking my hands, taking my pointer finger, locking it in these three, taking my other pointer finger, curling it over the top, and lining up my knuckles as such. Every night for 5, 10, 15 minutes, sit there and manifest something that you want to happen in your life. Holding this pose, eyes closed, listening to music, listening to your thoughts, doing whatever. Just manifest your ideas for 5, 10, 15 minutes. I guarantee you either the thing you want will happen or you will visibly see what you want slowly falling into place.
So it's kind of like The Secret.
It's been so fucking weird, dude.
That's good.
So weird.
Sweet. There's a bunch of other ones.
Try it out. Yeah, there's a lot of them. But Dimension's my favorite. Dimension, intuition, energy, and harmony.
You should send me that. I'll put it in right here.
Bam! But yeah, no, that's all I gotta say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
it.
It wasn't the most exciting episode, but we had to make the news known.
Yeah, we did. Manifest what the hell you want.
Maybe next week we can finally get a fucking guest in here.
Maybe. Give or take 11.
I guess we'll see.
Remember.
Take 11 what?
Guess.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not going to have 11 guests. We only
at the same time?
One microphone. Well, 3 microphones, but.
We'll schedule you in. We promise.
Yeah.
That is a sailor's promise.
Just let us figure shit out. And I know we've been saying that for like 3 weeks, but seriously, it's been hectic. Anyway, that being said, I guess this has been
a couple pints pod.
It's safe to say
we're out. We love you so much.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
Bye.
Fucking suck a drumstick. Later.
Hey.